guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Lose Weight Sarah, where I'm on a mission to lose 100 pounds my way. In my recent 3 things you need to know to lose weight video that I posted last Wednesday, you guys asked me a whole bunch of questions about goal setting, and I got a lot of requests to do a goal setting video. Well, the truth is, I already did a goal setting video. I actually did it a really long time ago, back at the end of April. So I thought it would be really fun today to kind of revisit and react to that video and kind of get that feel for, does this stuff still hold up? Did the things I said in April, do I still believe in them now? Would I change anything? What would I add? So why don't we go ahead and do that today? I'm gonna go ahead and pull up that video. I will include a link to it in the description box below. I'm gonna go ahead and hit play on this video, and I'll just pause it in between when I have something to add. Hey everyone, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel, Lose Weight Sarah. Now, as you know, I'm on a mission to lose 100 pounds my way. Oh my gosh, look at my face. You guys, I've lost just about 25 pounds, and that is a big difference in my face. Like, I am feeling, I don't ever go back and watch my old videos, so this is really interesting to me. So if you're new here, go ahead and drop a comment below and just say hi. You'll also want to hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss a video when I upload them, especially Friday videos are the best ones, right? That's my weigh-in, and that's how we figure out if all of this is working. So today we're going to be talking about something that's super important to me, and I actually got asked this question a lot on my Instagram, which is Lose Weight Sarah. If you want to look me up there, I'll put a link in the description below. And that question was, how did you come up with your goal? So today I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you set your own goals, and you can use these tips to achieve any type of goal. It doesn't have to be weight loss. I'm so glad I got better at talking to the camera. Be literally anything in your life, but goal setting is super important because it's how we hold ourselves accountable. So my first tip is going to be probably the most obvious one, which is decide on a goal. What do you want to achieve? It's important to decide what you're going to do because that is how you set yourself up for success moving forward. Sometimes it can be hard to make a decision as to which goal you want to achieve, and it's important to just pick a few. Having 10 huge goals at the same time is going to be overwhelming, so pick maybe 1 or 2 really big goals. Another thing to keep in mind when you're setting your goals is keep them smart. So you totally can have a bunch of goals if you want to. I would just make sure that they somehow tie into your big goals so you're not just kind of like all over the place. If you have like 3 big goals that you want to achieve and then have a bunch of smaller goals, then absolutely do that. It's got to be up to you. You know yourself best. Like, if having too much going on is going to overwhelm you, then don't do that. But there's really nothing stopping you from having a bunch of goals. The SMART model means that your goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant. I always forget what the R stands for. I always forget it. And time-bound. That means you are making them something that you can do. Having a goal to go to the moon is weird choice. Probably not an attainable goal, while losing 5 pounds or 10 pounds absolutely is. You also want to set a specific date to your goals. Give yourself an idea of a timeline. Now, with weight loss, it's really important to be super realistic about your weight loss goals. Losing 10 pounds in a month is not the norm. I actually have a lot of weight to lose, and I think that's why I lost as much as I did quickly. I'm actually expecting that to taper off. That is totally not the norm for weight loss in general. Yeah, so we all know, like, at this point, I lost a lot of weight first thing in the beginning, and then it definitely tapered off. And I would say that when you are setting the time frame for your weight loss, like, make sure you keep it super realistic, right? Stick to that 1 to 2 pounds a week. 2 pounds being like the max. I would actually say keep it to 1 or maybe 1.5 pounds per week. That way, if you go over, awesome. But if you stay in like that 1.5 pound loss range, you know you're still on track. When I posted this video originally, some random guy did a reaction video and said that he didn't like the part where I talked about setting a time frame, and I still disagree with him. I believe that you should have a time frame. I think that helps you keep track on your goal. If you just say, well, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds whenever, I don't think that's really helping you stick to your plan. That's why it's so important to have those tiny goals that lead up to your big goal. That way you have something to follow. So I don't think that person is on YouTube anymore, but that's okay. I still give him props for having the courage to, react to me. Which leads us to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is to identify the smaller goals that you need to achieve in order to reach that big one. Now, this is really crucial because if you just have these gigantic, huge goals and dreams, you're setting yourself up to fail. What you really want to do is make sure that you have achievable steps along the way towards your big goal that you can kind of check off your list. I think having those small goals just makes you feel good when you check off that box. I know, especially if you have a really big goal like I do, breaking that down is so much more, what's the word I'm looking for? Achievable. It makes it seem it's not this big daunting task. So my goal is to lose 100 pounds, right? Well, that sounds like a lot, but breaking it down into 10-pound increments really helps me see it through more long-term, I guess. And I really think that it helps keep me motivated to reach that bigger goal. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I like having a list. I like having something to check off. So what I actually do is use a goal chart to track those smaller goals, which leads us right into tip number 3. So tip number 3 is to actually write down your goals and then write down those smaller steps. So as I mentioned, I like a goal chart. So let me pull mine up on the screen here. So this is my goal chart, and you can see on the right hand side that I've got my ultimate goal, right? That's 100 pounds. Well, what do I need to do to achieve that goal? Well, I know I have to revisit this because I really don't think I'm going to be able to lose 75 pounds by April 1st. I actually do think I changed this down the line because I did kind of morph it into my goals and rewards chart. It's okay to adjust goals, and that's why it's important to write them down, because then you're able to revisit them and adjust your plan as necessary. Try to figure out, why didn't I reach this goal in this time frame? And just reevaluate and get back on track. Another good way to do this, what I'm talking about here, is making a vision board. Now, I personally just never have time to sit down and make a vision board, but I think it's a really, really good tool for having a visual of your goal. If not, when you write down your goals or put them into a digital chart like I did, having a printout of that or something where you can see it every day, because I'll be completely honest with you, I do not visit this goal chart on a weekly basis. The only time I really visit it, and I think I've only filled in one other box since this video, is when I achieve one of those goals. And I don't think that's been really effective for me. As you can see, I've broken it down into 10-pound segments. So I have to lose 10 pounds 10 times in order to reach my ultimate goal. Being able to lose 10 pounds 10 times is a lot easier and sounds a lot less stressful than having to lose 100 pounds all at once. And as you know, if you've been following along, I've already reached that very first goal, which was losing the first 10 pounds. I achieved that on April 24th, which was super, super exciting for me. And being able to fill in the date on my goal chart was just such an awesome feeling of accomplishment. My most recent one was at the end of July. I hit the 20 pounds lost milestone, and I have kept that off. The next thing you want to do in tip number 4 is to plan out your first steps. What do you need to do to start achieving those small goals that you've set for yourself? This is how you're going to get started towards working on your big goal and also to achieve your smaller goals. What I knew I needed to do, and I wrote down, which you saw in my second video, which were my diet plan and my exercise plan. But by writing those out, I knew what my first steps were to reach my goal, and that was eating better and exercising more. Now, a lot of times these are going to seem like really obvious steps, but I'm telling you, by writing it down and planning it out, you are making that kind of mental checklist for yourself, and you're going to be much more capable of holding yourself accountable because you've written it down, you've committed to it, you took the time to plan it out and think about it. Yeah, so this part right here definitely goes back to my video from last week, in that in order to really be successful losing weight, you have got to have a plan, and you need to be consistent in sticking to that plan. If you consistently do the things that you say that you're going to do to lose weight, following your food plan, following your exercise plan, then you are really setting yourself up to win. But if you don't have a plan that you're going to stick to, and you're just kind of doing things willy-nilly or off the cuff, then it makes it a lot harder to know that you're doing the right things to overall achieve your goal. So if you have like those little action items that are going to get you to your goal, then that gives you something to actually do to truly achieve it. That leads us to tip number 5, which is to never give up. Keep going. Working towards really big goals can be difficult. It can be frustrating sometimes, but you can do it. By setting those goals and putting them out in front of you, you have set up a blueprint for yourself, a plan. You have actionable items that you can do to achieve those goals. Don't be too hard on yourself either. You're not going to achieve every goal every single time. If you did, you'd be an overachiever. I'm kidding, really. Seriously, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you don't meet that first goal. You just gotta keep on going. Keep on pushing. Stay committed. Stick to your vision. You've written it down. You've said it out loud. You know what you need to do. Now just do it and stick to it. Yes, stick to it. I have been saying this all along, and I've struggled with this myself. I know it's not always easy. Even when things suck, when things aren't going your way, when you feel like quitting, stick to your plan, keep your goals in mind, and just go for it. Like, don't let anything stop you. When the going gets tough, the tough get going, right? Like, you're not a quitter. I know I'm not a quitter. And that's one thing. I may not be like the biggest loser or the fastest loser, but one thing I can say about myself is that I don't give up. I don't quit. I know that I can get back to it. I know that, tomorrow's a new day, or, the next meal is a new opportunity to make better choices. Just don't ever quit. And I love that I said this here. And that's kind of been my attitude throughout my entire journey, is that the only way I can really fail at this is if I just give up completely. Go ahead and drop me a comment below and let me know what your goals are. I keep saying this over and over in every video, but accountability is so important. That's really the main reason I created this YouTube channel, was to hold myself accountable and help others do the same. I still say this all the time. Find somebody to help you hold yourself accountable. Accountability buddies, me, I have my YouTube channel, but somebody that you can trust with your goals and your dreams will be there for you, and they're going to support you, and they're going to be such a big help. It has made all the freaking difference for me on my weight loss journey. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of the video. If I were going to add anything to this video, it would be finding your why. Your why is got to be meaningful to you. So if your why is that you want to live a long, healthy life, awesome, amazing. If your why is because you want to be able to play with your kids longer, maybe you can't do it right now, you just want to get healthier so that you can run around with them, that's awesome. If your why is because you just want to look, hot in a swimsuit or wear sexier clothes, that's fine too. The important thing, and I think it's something that doesn't really get talked a lot about, is that whatever your reason is for wanting to lose weight, it's gotta mean something to you. And the only other thing I would add, and I know I talked about this in other videos, is using a reward system. If that's money, awesome. If it's clothes shopping, if it's getting your nails done, if it's something that you wouldn't normally buy, then set it as a reward for yourself. If it'll motivate you to reach your goals, you should totally do that. It doesn't even have to be something, financially related. I think having a reward system is a really great way to encourage you and motivate you to reach your goals. So tell me what your goals look like. If you want to share, go ahead and post one of your goals in the comments below. Also, if you want to put it out in the universe, go ahead and share your why too. I don't know if I've ever really shared my why with you, but my why is my family has a really, really long history of heart disease, and it scares the crap out of me, frankly. So my why for getting healthier, losing weight, and increasing my fitness levels is so that I can live a healthier life and hopefully avoid some of the heart disease issues that have plagued my family for years. I appreciate you so much for watching this video. If this is your first time here, go ahead and say hi in the comments, and I would love it if you click that subscribe button and then also click the little bell. That way you get notifications every time I upload a new video or when I go live on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Central Time. Your support is just super, super appreciated by me, and I can never ever say thank you guys enough. So until next time, I'll see you real soon.